Affairs, and tonight's was no exception, with both clubs dangerously close to relegation. We can go over to the county ground, and our match commentator is Gary Bloom.
With a third of the season still to go and 3 points for a win, there's no such thing as a match to decide relegation, but this is the closest you'll get in the middle of February. Swindon are favourites to avoid the drop to Division 2, and that's because they have games in hand over all the teams below them in the table. Jan Algafjotov's goals could well steer Swindon not only to Wembley but also to safety. He's the Coca-Cola Cap's leading goal scorer and top marksman in Division 1 as well. His tally stands at 23 in all competitions. He leads the Swindon attack, but his striking partner Peter Thorne has been making a few headlines of his own since his transfer from Blackburn Rovers. Thorne has only started 2 games for his new club but has scored twice in both matches. Swindon are forced into one change to the side that played Bolton here on Sunday. Sean Taylor has failed a fitness test on a damaged thigh. It means that Swindon are without 3 of their first choice back 4. Andy Thompson is in for Taylor. Mark Robinson, a fullback, is once again asked to take over a central defensive role, while Wayne O'Sullivan, normally a midfield player, fills in at right back. Wayne Addison is Bristol City's main candidate for goals tonight. He's already scored twice against Swindon this season, in the match at Ashton Gate, which was to prove John Gorman's last in charge of Swindon. Addison plays alongside Robert Fleck, who is now beginning a second month on loan to the club from Chelsea, but who hasn't brought him the goal-scoring potential to the club that had been hoped. Fleck is yet to get off the mark in Bristol's colours. This is a team that played well, but lost at promotion hopefuls Wolves on Saturday. Gary Owers and Martin Cool will staff the Bristol City engine room at the centre of midfield, with Brian Tinian wide on the left and Junior Bent on the right. Tonight's referee is John Lloyd from Wrexham, the only senior official in the country who's played Football League professionally. He played for Wrexham 30 years ago. We've had a hailstorm, a thunderstorm and torrential rain in the last hour, but the pitch is playable tonight thanks to the efforts of Jeff Warren and his ground staff here at the county ground. But conditions could well be the enemy of skill. Swindon in possession as O'Sullivan drives it forward, picking out Kevin Horlock. A long, hopeful ball is out of play. Just 2 points separate Swindon and Bristol City going into tonight's game. Swindon do have those 3 games in hand over the Bristol club. That's Hansen throwing it down the touchline. Helped on by Fleck, and Junior Bent just moved a little bit too soon and was caught offside. Good incisive move nonetheless by Bristol City, which will give them a good deal of confidence in the opening minute of the game. And the Dutchman responds quickly to find O'Sullivan. Fjortoft falls to Munro. Driven long towards Allison, but that's pretty heavy going for the tall Bristol City man. Munro. Allison. Munro. Driven straight at Wayne Allison now. Forward towards Fleck, who's onside. He's taken it round the keeper, and a brave attempt to scoop the ball in results in a chance for Junior Bent, and Bristol City are in front in 7 minutes. Oh, maybe Robert Fleck can't get amongst the goals, but he was certainly the architect then. He managed to time his run to perfection from Wayne Addison's through ball, and his bravery to challenge Nicky Hammond for the ball resulted in this chance eventually for Junior Bent, and Bent scores. Look at the bravery there of Fleck. He was risking injury in diving in. Now, can Swindon get back into this match? They need a goal quickly. This is Martin Ling pulling the strings for them in midfield. Wayne O'Sullivan, past Munro, past Cole. Munro got back, and it's going to be a goal kick. Swindon are unhappy about the decision by the referee, John Lloyd. What a purposeful burst this was by O'Sullivan. Morlock gets it back to Hammond. Fjortoft able to direct the ball towards the Bristol City goal. And this is Junior Bent now. He's got round Eddie Murray. It's a good cross. Fleck allows it to run to Allison. My goodness me. That was desperately close to 2-0. The front two for Bristol City tonight look really sharp. And that's another fine ball in towards Junior Bent, which skids off the wet playing surface and out of play. So the leading scorer for Bristol City this season, close to another goal. And Junior Bent had a decisive hand. Look at his speed here to get away from Eddie Murray. That was a key factor. Fleck allowed it to run, and in the end it ricocheted off Andy Thompson. Joey Beecham. Hanson forced the ball out of play. Now, was there a push there on Fjortoft? Shale hacked the ball clear. Allison finds Fleck. Back to Wayne Addison once again. He's away from Thompson. And he just pushed the ball a little bit too far. Good acceleration here by Wayne Addison. In the end, he made a present of the ball to Nicky Hammond. Six here is Brian Tinnion. Cool. Tinnion, ball stuck in the mud and it helped Tinnion there. He tries to chip the keeper. Oh! What an attempt on goal. Brian Tinnion's only scored one goal so far this season. It was an audacious effort, but look at the bounce here. The ball seemed to die in the mud, and that just allowed him to accelerate away from Kevin Horlock and attempt this audacious chip of Nicky Hammond. Peter Thorne now leads the charge for Swindon Town, who are a goal behind with 18 and a half minutes of the match gone. Hanson. Joey Beecham now. Fjortoft ahead of him. Runs for goal himself. In the end, it was driven straight at Keith Welsh, the Bristol City goalkeeper. And to be honest, it was a bit of a present for the goalie here. Keith Welsh, who hasn't really had a save to make so far in this game, and I'm sure he hopes it stays that way. Fleck tries to accelerate past Robinson and has managed to do so. Allison, could be two. What a tackle there by Wayne O'Sullivan. Goodness me. He blocked the ball as it left Wayne Addison's boot. Wayne Addison must have thought, here comes goal number 10 of the season. And then O'Sullivan slid in. Eddie Murray. Wayne Addison is back to pinch the ball off him. In the end, hooked the ball out of play. Isn't just an attacker, he's a very valuable member of the team too. Hanson hooks it away. Junior Bent can't keep the ball alive, and it's going to be throw into Swindon Town. Eddie Murray with the throw. Still Swindon a goal behind. This is Joey Beecham. Martin Cool. It's Andy Thompson who got his head to the ball. Once again, Bristol City have won it, and they've got Junior Bent clear once again. He's through on goal. And he might have cut it back towards Fleck, who was arriving inside the penalty area at speed. Maybe just a little bit selfish here, Junior Bent. There were options to his left. Hansen turns it back to Keith Welsh. Eddie Murray beats Junior Bent to the ball. Finds Horlock. In towards Fjortoft. Rather exaggerated dive. In fairness, Fjortoft didn't appeal for a spot kick. So another free kick to Swindon Town. They're winning a few of these now. Peter Thorne's in there. Able to get his head on the ball because Shale got it clear. I think that is the first defensive error Bristol City have committed in 39 minutes of football. And Swindon Town will be glad for the corner kick. They haven't been handed too many presents by the visiting team, but this is certainly one of them. Fjortoft's waiting on the goal line. Oh, and it's cleared from Andy Thompson's thumping drive. Thompson found a way through. I think it was Monroe who got it clear. But the Swindon raid hasn't finished yet. Again, Thompson's in there, threatening the Bristol City goal, but unable to beat the Bristol City goalkeeper, Keith Welsh. Lovely in-swinging corner. And the menace there of the Swindon central defender was all too clear. Now this is Nyholt for Swindon. Harry Hours, and would you believe it, Junior Bent is clear once again. Can he pick out a colleague? The answer is no. And Andy Thompson, who almost scored for Swindon Town at the other end of the field, this time has some defensive duties to do to clear Junior Bent's driven cross. Bent has had great possession down that right-hand side, but to be honest, his distribution, once he's got inside the penalty area, has been poor. Tinian with the corner. Flicked on and over the top in the end by Mark Shale. Shale joined the attack. It was a difficult chance. Anderson got the flick on. It presented that half opportunity and Robertson wasn't doing his job properly then. Mark Shale's currently attracting a lot of interest from Premiership clubs. Plenty of frustration for the home supporters. Anderson flicks it on. Hansen takes the throw. Monroe forward towards Wayne Anderson. Down towards Fleck, and that's a good covering challenge by Mark Robinson. Murray eventually scoops the ball forward. Up towards Matt Bryant. And once again, the linesman is derided because he hasn't raised his flag too many times. Hasn't risen his flag rather too many times. And the Swindon supporters thought Bristol City were offside. So on a glue pot of a pitch, Bristol City have mastered the conditions considerably better. They took the lead after 7 minutes through Junior Bent, after a build-up involving Wayne Anderson and Robert Fleck. And to be honest, Bristol City could have had 2 or 3 further goals in the opening 45 minutes. The half-time score from the county ground is Swindon 0, Bristol City 1. We'll be back. Welcome back. Bristol City a goal up at half-time, and they have to report a flare-up in the tunnel at half-time involving Robert Fleck, Luke Nyholt, Junior Bent and Jan Arga Fjortoft. The players had to be separated as they swap blows, and also Andy Thompson of Swindon's had a couple of stitches and a wound in his left eye. That has nothing to do with the incident in the tunnel, though. And Andy Thompson has reappeared for this second half. So throw into Bristol City right at the start of this second period. Bristol City were as high as fourth in the table at the start of the season, but their form has effectively nosedived since the beginning of October. Joe Jordan is trying to turn that round now. There's a wild lunge by Eddie Murray, the left back. Rather surprisingly, isn't caution for this. Junior Bent has picked up an Achilles tendon injury in the first half and is struggling on in this second period. He did receive treatment for the injury at half-time. That one's right into the path of Allison. Ricochets off Fleck. Cool. Might come down to Fleck. And in the end, Nicky Hammond has to hack the ball clear. Fleck again. Drives it across the face of goal. Allison just picked up pace and ran away from the tall striker. And that was a good pass by Robert Fleck, which almost opened up the chance of a second goal for Bristol City in the opening couple of minutes of the second half. Look at Fleck's reverse pass here. Trying to pick out Allison. And for once the ball didn't hold up in the mud. Fjortoft. Schnell just slipped as he made the tackle, but didn't really matter. Fjortoft hasn't really clicked into gear so far tonight. Fleck. Warlock won the ball back for Swindon Town. Robert Fleck tries to go around the outside and appeared to be hauled back there by Mark Robinson. Now what action will the referee take? Remember, he was sent off on Sunday. This time the card colour is yellow, but Mark Robinson is facing suspension anyway. Would have been a harsh decision if he'd have been dismissed there. Now Fleck! Oh, he's off the mark at last! And what a thunderbolt by Robert Fleck! His first goal for Bristol City, and what a beauty! Well, Mark Shale deserves a huge pat on the back from his teammates here. There he was trying to head the ball goalwards. It came down off Thorne and into the path of Robert Fleck, who fires it past Nicky Hammond, and he really got hold of that one. Thorne. That gives chase. And picked up by Hammond. It's getting serious now for Swindon Town. They need a goal and they need one badly. This is Joey Beecham. Can he pinch a goal? This is Thorne! Dribble straight at Keith Welsh. Need to angle the shot either side of the goalkeeper to have a realistic hope of finding another goal for his new club. Beecham drove through the mud and it fell invitingly for Peter Thorne. Nyholt. This looks promising. Ling. Fjortoft didn't really get hold of the shot and it bobbled up invitingly for the Bristol City goalkeeper Keith Welsh. But Swindon are just beginning to piece their game together, which has been very fragmented over the best part of an hour. Junior Bent has succumbed to this Achilles tendon injury. And on in his place, a striker of great experience, Ian Baird, and now Swindon Town make their change. It's the player manager, Steve McMahon. There's Ian Baird. And the cheers you can hear because Steve McMahon is on for his first game since New Year's Eve, when he broke his arm in the game against Oldham. McMahon is back in one piece. Can he put Swindon back in one piece? McMahon heads the ball forward. Hammond hacks the ball out of play. Hammond didn't stand much of a chance with either of the two Bristol City goals. And McMahon getting stuck in early on. I'm not sure the referee thought this was entirely legal, but McMahon has stamped his authority quite literally on this game. No yellow card for McMahon, but a stern lecture from the referee. That's the way Steve McMahon plays his football. Tinnion with a free kick. It's a beauty. And what a goal. Matt Bryant, 3-0. It's all over for Swindon now. Matt Bryant scores his third goal of the season. He was unchallenged as he got his head on this ball, and he sent it wide of Nicky Hammond with a perfectly positioned header. Swindon Town could only stand back and admire the quality of the header. And Matt Bryant makes it Swindon 0, Bristol City 3. They don't mind the rain or even the hail here at the county ground. Bristol City are having a splendid away day. Beecham with a cross. Flicked on by Horlock. McMahon! Fjoltoft! Oh, it just wouldn't come out of the mud. Well, this was a perfect opportunity for a goal. And of all people, Steve McMahon tried to leather it in, and Fjoltoft made no sort of contact at all. And they're singing in the rain. Vaughan. McMahon trying to unpick a determined defence. Well, at least he's managed to win his side a corner kick. That's a astute ball inside the Bristol City penalty area. Got clear by Mark Shale. Horlock swinging cross. And Thorne felt he was pushed over then. Monroe. Fjoltoft. Still Fjoltoft. Just couldn't dig the ball out to chip it over the goalkeeper. Keith Welsh is all smiles. He was ready and waiting for a shot from the Norwegian. And this time Steve McMahon is going to be shown a yellow card. He followed through with his studs and that midfield duel. And it's a yellow card for Steve McMahon. And that was a really painful blow to the ankle. McMahon. Nyholt. I think we're going to have another caution. This time it's going to be Brian Tinnion who's going to be shown a yellow card for that wild lunge on Wayne O'Sullivan. Robinson. Vaughan. Fjortoft is behind Bryant, and he still can't beat Keith Welsh. Link. Nyholt. Oh, they just can't get a clean shot in on goal. Horlock. Beecham. Is this the opening Swindon have been looking for? The answer is no, and Fleck can hold the ball up. And Bristol City can regroup once again. Baird. And that's going to be another caution. This time tackled by Eddie Murray. So another player enters the referee's notebook. There's no need to commit that sort of tackle from behind, which carries an automatic caution these days. And Bryant takes the free kick. Allison steers it on towards Tinian. Ball is available if Tinian can find him. Baird edged off the ball. Monroe. Allison helps it back. Fleck's there. This is cool now. Baird. Fleck. Allison's offside. That's not going to count. The linesman had his flag raised before Wayne Allison never got near the ball. John Bolton had it absolutely right. The linesman on the near side, and Allison's goal is cancelled out, and it remains 3-0. McMahon. Now, which way is the decision going to go? Joe Ross, the referee, deep in conversation with Jan Åge Fjortoft. Horlock. Thorne, oh, good save by Keith Welsh. Peter Thorne thought he'd scored then. The reflexes of Keith Welsh denied him once again. This is a well-struck shot. McMahon. Thorne. Released by Bryant. Helped off to McMahon. Ling. Bryant got his head to the ball. Might fall to McMahon here. Nyholt. That Bristol City goal is virtually under siege at the moment. Swindon can't find a way through to have a shot at goal. They're almost back towards the halfway line now. Beecham. Ling. Crowd desperate for Swindon to have a shot. And when they do, it's a rather weak one by Jan Åge Fjortoft. Fjortoft must be in double figures now for the number of attempts he's had at goal. Hardly any of them have troubled the Bristol City goalkeeper. Going then to Bristol City, who are within touching distance now of an away victory. John Gorman being told off by John Lloyd. His over-exuberance, hardly blame him. On his return to the county ground. And this is McMahon, and we're inside the final minute of the match. Thorne, Can Swindon Town find at least a consolation goal? Not like that. Nyholt. Two attempts to smack a ball in on goal. First one came back off cool, the second one was wide. Joey Beecham, Fjortoft, Beecham, no penalty. Horlock, lovely cross. And did Keith Wells just get a few vital punches away to that ball? It doesn't really matter. Well, what a day for John Gorman, the assistant manager of Bristol City. He returns to the county ground, and Bristol City move out to the bottom four for the first time in 4 months. It's their first away win in the league since the start of October. Their first win here since September 1990. They were one up at half-time thanks to a goal by Junior Bent. Robert Fleck scored his first goal for the club in the second half, and a super header by Matt Bryant gave the final gloss to a very impressive display by Bristol City, and this will give them real hope that they can avoid the drop. The final score from the county ground: Swindon Town 0, Bristol City 3.
Well, shortly we'll hear John Ward's comments about that match, but after the game, Will Shinder asked John Gorman about Robert Fleck's first goal for City and his general contribution to the play.
Yeah, he's got. I mean, he came over to me. You probably noticed that as well, because he said he wanted to score for me as well. I knew he would score against Swindon because he played his first 2 games and didn't score, and the game was cancelled, and he had to miss a couple of games then because he was cup tied, you know. And it's funny, it's been ironic that he's been waiting to score, and tonight was the night he done it for us, and done it for Joe and the club. And yeah, he's got a great spirit. With the lads love him, and the fans love him because he plays with his heart on his shoulder, you know. And to be fair, so does Steve McMahon. I mean, I had a few things, but the guy plays with his heart, and you can't complain. It's just football's all about you know, opinions, and you know, the night it was Bristol's night, and I'm happy that Bristol won, but I do want Swindon to get out of trouble.
We didn't start well, got off to a bad start, never really picked the pace up. You know, they scored early in the second half, and you know, it was always an uphill struggle from then on.
Do you think it was a hangover from Sunday's performance?
I can't even get into that, you know. At the end of the day, this was just as big a game for us tonight, if not bigger. So I can't even, you know, that's not even an excuse.
How long has this performance been in the works, do you think, this result?
Probably as far back as Tranmere away, when we went up there and lost 2-0 and created about 7-8 chances. Same was at Wolves, we lost there 2-0. And today, all clicked today, but that's what really matters, really. We've got to start winning games. I know the fans are enjoying it and everything, we're playing great football, but we've got to start putting a chance away and winning games.
And what's the manager said to you in the dressing room afterwards?
I can't repeat much of what he said. You know, obviously he's had a bit of a go at autism, what have you, you know, but we'll come in tomorrow and try and sort a few things out. Hopefully put it right for Luton on Saturday.
Well, what Swindon needn't be told, of course, is that they are firmly in the relegation zone, but that result, as you've heard, does lift City out of the bottom 4. John, your impression of your near neighbours game?
It's the first time I've seen him since Joe came in there at any length, and I thought it was a terrific team performance by them tonight, and they fully justified a 3-0 win. I thought they played very, very well.
You heard Swindon players saying that there was nothing to do with the Coca-Cola Cup, but don't you think that there is a hangover here from Sunday?
Yeah, I think they would say that. I think what people do forget is the emotions of a game like that on Sunday, as well as the physical effort. There's the build-up for the game, and then winning it, of course, coming from behind, a second leg to come. There's massive emotions involved in that sort of game, and that would have carried on.
Well, John, let's see some action. The first City goal came from a block clearance, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Wayne Allison does well here. He brings that one down, drops it in. You see the little movement of people. City got in between the back 4 all night, and now you see a great little movement from Fleck, ball from Allison, and now he shows good intelligence on there, and now bravery of a front player. And Junior's on there. And it's a good start for them. But I think that's great, intelligent running by Fleck. You see him now just coming in across the front of the defender. And they stood up straight.
Those two defenders are absolutely stock still, aren't they?
Yeah, there's no reaction from them at all. You can see Thompson carries on walking there, but there's some bravery from Fleck to squirt the ball out for Junior, and that's a great start, and I say that lifts the confidence for the City people for the rest of the game now.
John, we saw very little of Swindon, but they came close, just before half-time?
Yeah, they had a poor first half, I thought, in terms of creating chances, but this was their best one, and Welsh makes a good save there, and it's good defending again. They defended well all night, And although it's a good stop by Kevin on the line with his feet, he's got two lads behind him. They're defending that goal for all they're worth. And that's away, there's no messing about, that goes away and it's not going to go in for them.
OK, City's second goal, that came courtesy of Mr Fleck, and it was his first goal for City.
Yeah, he deserved it. I thought he was their best player over the night. They lost a little bit when they changed it a wee bit with the people coming in up front, but he deserved that. His intelligence, his bravery, his clever running, and I think that's just reward for a good performance from him. Now, John says he's a popular lad amongst the players and the supporters, and that's a super strike, just dropped nicely. But Shale did well and attacked that ball for him. You know, there's a lot of strength and determination there in the challenge. Nice little drop, great strike, look on the floor, keeper's no chance, good pace, good accuracy.
At that point it was all City. We saw City goal number 3, and again it came from a spot kick.
Yeah, they gave 2 free kicks away wide on there. Tinian delivers great balls because the keeper's not coming. And Matty's got a great load of room there. We'd all love that one. I think when you look around, there's a lot of red shirts in there. There's no responsibility really been taken to pick people up. He's lost somebody on a run, which we don't see on the shot there, but you just see Peter Thorne just wheeling away and trying to keep out of that. Might have been his man. Sorry if I've got it wrong, Peter.
But all in all, the Bristol City defence, they remained incredibly stout. I mean, they weren't going to be broken down. They actually, Jan Fjortoft didn't stand a chance, did he, tonight?
No, he's good with the ball around his feet in the box and he can turn and twist people. Here's actually a good move off Swindon and a chance. Kevin, great save again with his feet. Now let's watch the regrouping of the Bristol City back four, and they get helped out by midfield players. Everything's coming across the box. No shots blocked. It's away. They've got to come back again. Watch the people come out. I think that's Fleck coming out. There's another man behind him. Comes across. He's not going to get the shot in. Great tackle by ours, and out they come. Look at all the shirts in there, the City people defending. And they've defended as a unit and broken quickly, and they've done that all night. And I think they've kept Swindon at bay and on the edge of the box and not allowed Thorne and Fjortoft to get in the box where they are dangerous.
And just very briefly, John, all important when it comes to relegation, isn't it?
It's vital for them, and they'll be delighted with that win. I think they've got 2 home games to come now, and they'll be really rampant for those 2. They've done very well.